Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a minute since I've been making videos, and I just wanted to guys to give you kind of an update. Um, um, you know, uh, just kind of you're probably looking at my background. You're probably seeing this all white background or this white wall. Long story short, I had a kind of a my living situation has changed. So I'm kind of in a temporary situation for the time being. I'm not going to get into the specifics of that because most important, well, first and foremost, it's not anybody's business, and also, it's just again, it's personal, so not everything needs to get put out there. But um, I, just I haven't been making the videos due to the one of the reasons I just laid out for you, but also, just there's been a lot going on, and I I try to find the words here. I just I it seems like ever since I got back from DreamCon, which was like was it July 12th? So that Sunday when I got home, which was like I had a late flight. It was so much going on, and so I ever since then, I just have been, um, you know, trying to make just I've just been trying to um it's been a challenge because I really want to put out content on a consistent basis, because that's the only way that you grow. But it's just as you guys can understand, life is life and for me. And I just um am trying to like get myself situated so I can do more content, because that's the thing I'm trying. If I have my way, I'd be putting out 2-3 videos a week. Um, that's kind of ideally at least 2 videos a week. I'm kind of like that's an ideal schedule for me, for videos. Um, and but it be like sometimes it just be like that in life. Just you have a goal, you have you know things that you're trying to achieve and accomplish, and things you get challenges, you get obstacles, you get things that just come up. But I know you know but the good thing about it is I do have something as far as up the pipe up down the pipe as far as um my career, because yes, I'm already working one job, which that's taking up most of my time, especially leading up to DreamCon, because I was trying to have stuff geared up so I wouldn't have to. I could just enjoy the trip, but even though I had issues when I was down there, overall I still had a great time at DreamCon. I know there's been a lot of negativity um, about certain people coming to the con for clicks and clout, not actually being anime or gaming fans. They're just there to get attention. They're there for the wrong reasons. But I will say, despite that, I personally enjoyed it. I know there were some people that had a bad experience, and I just think it's unfortunately the problem is, and this is I think the thing with social media is that we're in a day and age where people, their validation is by how many clicks they get, how many views they get, and they're not going there for the right reasons. I can understand you going there because it is a great opportunity to make content there. That is true, but I mean, if you're going to do that, it should be to you should be adding to the positive atmosphere. You shouldn't be detracting from it. You know um yeah, but that's kind of my 2 cents on that. I just wanted to kind of put that out there. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't understand why, if you're not into you talk about people. Oh, why are you into anime? Why are you into gaming? Why? My question is, why are you there? If you're not into that kind of stuff, why are you? You shouldn't be going there. You know, at least my niece went with me the first day. She's not into that stuff. She wasn't, you know, being problematic. She just that's not her thing. But she, you know, whatever. Um, back to what I was saying. I I just think, you know, I have so much, that I want to do with this channel. That I have so many ideas about where I want to take this channel. But yeah, I am going to. I'm excited because what I have coming down the pipe, not just with the content, but as far as I have another job that I have lined up, which I think is going to help tremendously with that because um, I will be making significantly more with the second job, and I think that's going to really help me be able to put the energy that I want to put into content, um, because um, I do the gaming and stuff like that. Because another thing, which I'm going to be trying, I very much plan to do, um, I want to do a. Hmm, I got to figure out. See, that's the problem is I might be able to do it. I want to. Well, I do plan on uh I'm gonna do a stream for or a video for when Insomniac's Wolverine game comes out. Um, I definitely are gonna be streaming that. It's definitely one of my highly. That's a game I've been anticipating on playing. It's a game I've been excited because a lot of people don't know this. I think I have no. I think I've said it on the video. Wolverine's my favorite Marvel character. You know, yes, I love Spider Man. I do love Spider Man, but Wolverine's my guy. Wolverine is my favorite Marvel character. Period. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that video. Definitely doing that. And another thing that I'm really trying to get in the mindset of is, um, especially why part of why I want to do more videos because I want when I go to um, DreamCon, I would love to get into the. I gotta figure how to find. I gotta find out how many. I think it's like either 1,000 or five. It's some. There's some. Uh, there's like a criteria you have to meet as far as your content, as far as like how many subscribers you have, and so I think there's criterias that you um, metrics that you have to meet, and I got to look more into that because I would love to, you know, how whether it's if I'm able to do it next year because my channel content has grown, or if it's the year after that or whenever, I would love to get into that creator lounge mainly because I want to get into I want to um uh I really want to start like not just growing with and constantly putting out more content, but I also want to kind of do network with other creators, um just kind of you know um just kind of just grow because that's one of the ways that's one of the best ways, not just with perhaps your content, but also that's a lot of times how people blow up as content creators and streamers is that they did a video or they did a stream with somebody and then that and they took off from there. um so for me, I think that's one of the things. And again, I think I've said this in the past, but I want to reiterate this. Um, I'm not I'm not in this to just I wanna be a millionaire and I wanna be the biggest streamer in the world and I wanna be a big time. No, I'm gonna tell you this right. I've said this before out and I will say it again. That is not what I'm in this for. I am perfectly fine if I'm if I'm if I will forever be a small time streamer. If you're gonna tell me that I have 50,000 or 100,000 followers, but I make enough money, and perhaps with sponsors and endorsements, even small, but I can do um, this full time. If that's what it looks like for me, and I don't have to work a 9 to 5, I'll die a happy man with that. I am perfectly fine with that. Um, and understand that doesn't mean that I'm not ambitious, but I'm realistic. I accept that that may not be because the thing, and I'm gonna be honest, like I don't really want that. If that happens, great. If not, it's it's no biggie. It's like it's whatever. Um, but yeah, I just there's so much that I'm um setting out to do. Um, but yeah, I kind of just wanted to give you guys an update about what's been going on because I know I haven't really done any videos as of late. Um, and I'm trying to. I don't, to be honest, given my situation right now, um, I don't know how much I'll be able to do, but I do. I'm what I think I want to do at least is maybe just even like one video per week. If I can even just get one video, just for the next couple months, if that's then I'll just do that. But ideally, if I can do more than that, I will. But I think it's just that I just I it's just been exhausting. Just you know, as much as I enjoyed DreamCon, and I did, it just you know, for me personally, just DreamCon kind of had like this black cloud over it for me, and not that, and it's not because of anything that had to do with the con itself. It was just that there was outside, there were things outside of the con, like in my personal life, things that were going on that kind of dampened it. So it wasn't the con itself. I personally enjoyed it, and it was actually the first time that I think was it Friday night? Yeah, Friday night that I actually went to one of the after parties because I this was my fourth year going to DreamCon, and I had never gone to like any of the after parties, whatever. I said, you know what, da, da, da. But this time I actually went, and I actually enjoyed myself. I didn't stay for the whole thing. I kind of just said, I was just gonna stay for like maybe an hour or two. I ended up staying for like 2 hours, so I was there for like a couple hours, and that was enough for me. I said, I'm good. I'm gonna head on back. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So will I go to next year's as will I go back to next year's after parties? Absolutely. I'll I'm gonna try to go to Saturdays too, cause I feel like I missed out on Saturday. Um. Oh, and I'm also gonna try to do, cause I haven't gone to any of the charity basketball games. I will be. I plan on going to. I do plan on this next year. I'll go because they're probably gonna have another charity basketball game. I will definitely go to the and then go to the after party too. I think that's one thing about me with DreamCon is that I'm trying to do more as far as the events and the panels that I go to, because this what I tried to do, it didn't really kind of work out. I wanted to kind of go in the tabletop room because I had never really I've seen the room, but I wanted to go in there like play games and like interact with people whatever, but didn't really get to work out this year. But it's all good. I'll definitely try again next year. But yeah, man, it's just it's it's been it's been like crazy. It's been a lot going on, but you know what? I'm not gonna let that stop me because I feel like I'm too invested in this, you know, to like just give up and say I'm like, what else I'm gonna do? So that's the reason why I'm not giving up on doing my being a creator and doing all that stuff because I love I love making content. I love doing that. I love playing video games. I love doing reactions to stuff. I love doing those things, and um, I just and I want to continue doing those things. Um, and and I think also I want to learn how to do more with like my content and all that stuff like that. As far as because I do know I do know like how to edit like basic stuff, but I think I need to like become more advanced because ideally, I've had to like freelance editors in the past, and I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I I think it'll probably be a lot more cost effective. Yes, it'll be more time consuming, but I'll save money. So I think more just being more proactive as far as learning how to like I'm talking more so about the thumbnails. Um I think as far as like the video itself, I feel like I can do like as far as like the actual video, I can do that on my own. Um so that's I'm not too worried about that. I can do that on my own. It's really like I got to learn how to, really learn how to do the thumbnails. If I do that, I won't really need an editor. I mean, eventually, if I can afford an editor, then I could just hire one and then like a full time editor. But in the meantime, I just but yeah, I mean yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update about what's been going on, and just know, those if watch the videos, the I am not. This is not a oh I'm quitting, I give up. No, I'm not, I just I can't I can't because I feel like I've already invested enough to give up, and it's just literally been a matter of life has been lifing for me, and that's pretty much all it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I I'm gonna probably in the next between the rest of this evening and until tomorrow, I'm gonna definitely be thinking about things because as a matter of fact, what I might do actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, I think what I'm gonna do Thursday, um, even though I'm late, I'm probably gonna play some EA Sports College Football. I'm actually gonna do that in Madden because I think um, Madden drops on Thursday, so I will be doing that as well. Um, you know, because I definitely want to play because I play heavy. I play heavy EA Sports College Football and Madden. I don't. It's funny because I play. I think I've played college foot. It's funny I play the college football more than I play Madden, even though I follow the NFL religiously, whereas I don't really follow college football, which I hope to do starting this season. Because normally I'm always working on a Saturday, so I don't really have time, or I don't really have the ability to watch college football. Um, so right now I'm like in Annapolis, which is like I'm like 2 minutes away from the Naval Academy. So I what I'm trying to do too is I want to go to a game this season. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but I definitely want to go to a Navy game. You know, just I feel like I've been to one, but I can't remember. It's been a minute. But yeah, it's just I'm definitely gonna be getting back to my videos. I don't know how often. Hopefully I can do about maybe I want to at minimum I'm trying to do at least one video. If I can do more than that, then I will. But I think right now I'm just gonna try to ease myself back into it. But I think now um once I move into the new place, which is hopefully sometime in October. Um Hopefully when that happens because um I'm really gonna be gearing up not just between moving into the new spot, but also gearing stuff because I have so many ideas, not just with the content, but like I'm trying to pimp out my setup, my background. I'm really gonna try to like really go above and beyond and really make not just like the how my setup is and the content. I really want to like really put the all my energy into that, and you know, uh, you know, just do that. But yeah, man, it's just um, I I'm excited, man. You know, I'm by all accounts this second gig that I got job wise, it's gonna work out, and hopefully it does because if it does, right now I have some stuff in. I have like I have like well most of my stuff in storage. It's like a small storage unit, which honestly I still have plenty of space to put stuff in there. But I'm gonna be over the next. I don't know. I don't want to give it like a time frame, but I'm definitely gonna be putting a lot of energy into because like I have this old computer, um, and it it's like I want to use it for like my you know but it can't because it's not reliable. There's so many things I want to do. Like I like for me one of my dreams. I'll just tell you guys. I think I've said this before. My long-term goal is I want to build a PC, um, which I've never done. Because ideally, I'm trying to get to that point. I never thought I would ever say this, but I'm ready to become a PC gamer. I think I'm ready for that. Like, listen, and I know PlayStation caught heat for now they're gonna be doing away with the discs. I'm I shouldn't be talking on this because I haven't bought hard discs. I think the only game console that I buy the hard copy is Nintendo Switch for Nintendo Switch. I think that's probably it. I understand, I understand the reason why people they want to buy the hard disk because they can lend it to their little brother, whoever, and they it's their discs. It's they own it. So I understand completely. I don't think they should do away with the disc. I think if you want to downsize the amount of copies you sell, I think that's a conversation. But to do away with the disc completely, I don't. I disagree. Um, I personally don't. Um, I think part of the reason I don't buy the discs is because um, I a lot of times when I play video games, most of the time if it's like a single player game, I beat it and then I never touch it again. Rarely do I go back and I play a game and say, hey, let me replay it. It has to be so good for me. I don't want to replay it. Um, I would say game like what was that game? Insomniac Spider Man. It's probably the game that comes to mind that I've went back and replayed. But other than that, I mean, there are other games I probably can't think of. But yeah, um, I have again, I kind of been going left and right with the, what I've been talking about. But overall, just know I am still around, and I hear this dog whining in the background. Uh, but yeah, I think I just I'm guys just know. Don't I know it's I've been saying this for months. I know I've been saying it. Oh, I got stuff coming down the pipe. I have a lot of ideas and things I want to do. There's one idea. I'm not gonna say it because I might have said it in a video in the past, but I'm not gonna say it again just in case I haven't said it. Um, there is an idea that I have for this channel, or on another platform, or even on another platform that I really want to get into, but um, I yeah, I'm gonna I I'm not gonna say what it is, but I will say I can't wait to start doing it because I think that is something that I think that if I put out, I think the channel is gonna grow, and the platform, my people are gonna. I think I just think I'm gonna grow exponentially by doing this very thing. And yeah, but yeah, um, yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah, thank you guys. For those who, watch my videos, as few as you are, do not think that I don't appreciate it because I very much do. I appreciate. It doesn't matter if I may only have 38 subscribers, but you know what? Hey, whether it's 38 subscribers, 38,000, 380,000, doesn't matter. I appreciate, you guys that watch the videos. I appreciate it. And just know, if I ever do uh, blow up or if I'm ever fortunate enough to be in that kind of position, just know um, I'm not gonna forget the ones that were watching me when I had these little views. I never I don't take that for granted, you know, because you know you got to start somewhere, and that's the one thing about me is I don't ever want to lose sight of who I am and where I came from, because I don't ever want to become that person that forgets and loses his humility because I became successful. But yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. I think I've rambled on long enough. And thank you guys so much for watching. And as I always say, like and subscribe to the channel. Once again, it's your boy MD, and I'm signing out. You guys have a good one. Peace.